What is up, you shoe fanatics? My name is Izzy. If you guys know me or don't know me, I pretty much just make video tutorials on how to cop shoes, shoe reviews, and other stuff like that. This new series, which I'm bringing called Reseller Lifestyle, is something that I came up with due to one of the guys that I've seen called Nova. Big shout out to him for giving me this idea. And I also just want to apologize for the inconvenience, but I actually have not been active for the past 2 months. As like if you guys see my last recent upload, it was 2 months ago. I do apologize for that, but I did start this series called Reseller Lifestyle, and I hope that this actually educates you guys into trying to become young entrepreneurs or even anything that you guys put your mind into. So hopefully these videos do help you guys, and if it does, make sure you guys leave a comment down below with some positive feedback or any criticism, and then as well as subscribe to my YouTube channel. Anyways, thank you guys. I'm back completely, and I'll be posting Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Thanks again, and here you go.
From online shops to in-store purchases, I want to educate the youth by becoming young entrepreneurs by reselling products that increase income by reselling shoes or streetwear. From beginners to advanced reselling methods, I show you ways to make money from the comfort of your chair to early morning grinding sessions. Join me into living a reseller lifestyle.
What is up, everyone? My name is Izzy, and if you guys do or don't know me, what I pretty much do in these stuff is pretty much show you guys tutorials, reviews on shoes, and pretty much simplicity ways on how to cop items in today's modern society. Alright guys, first things first, I know I've been inactive for a couple of months, as you can tell right here. It says I last posted 2 months ago, which is pretty much insane, so I do apologize for that. Um, this video is going to be teaching you the beginner's guide on how to become a reseller, and then going from a beginning to advanced. So this first series video is pretty much going to talk about like the basics of reselling, from like I said, shoes to clothing wear, and then as to even Funko toys. Alright guys, so you guys are new to the channel, if you guys can do me a huge favor, hit that subscribe button, put that notification bell on when I post videos, and then this year I plan on going really hard with all my videos. I'm going to be posting either Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then probably even on Saturdays, depending on how I feel. Anyways, guys, this first video pretty much just talks about like the basics, like I said, of reselling. So the number one thing that you want to know about reselling is obviously knowing the products that are coming out and which ones are going to be the good and the bad. So for example, I do notice that a lot of the Nike Air Max shoes are one of the big hits that usually happen. So for example, the Missing Link times Nike Air Max Suzanne is coming out on the 12th, which I believe is on 2 days from now. So let's see, that's on a Friday, as well as the Crimson Ones. I'm pretty much going to show you guys in this tutorial on how to cop the Crimson Ones in a regular basic way. So pretty much what I found out is the foot sides such as Foot Action, East Bay, Finish Line, and etc. They were supposed to be raffled. I think they all turned into first come first serve. Just make sure you guys call your local shoe store and then see what's happening when it comes to the procedure of a release. So pretty much SellSnkrz.com is a regular basic website that pretty much helps you out with websites that are going to be releasing and gives you specific times depending on your region. Um, it also tells you the price differential from like the price varies from 160, the release date, the style code, and etc. These style codes are going to become a lot handy when it comes to using these things in your bots. I'll get more into depth with the bot situation, but this is pretty much something that I like to use a lot. SellSnkrz.com, and then also going on Twitter, and then following Yeezy Mafia for Yeezys, and then following SellSnkrz because they also have restocks on there, or even download the SellSnkrz app. A lot of people always ask me what I think about StockX. I'm probably gonna talk about this into another different little video, more into depth with it. But I'm gonna go ahead and just talk about the overall thing on StockX. So StockX is pretty much like a middleman. They authenticate real shoes. The reason why I quotate that is because of the fact that I heard a lot of stories that StockX actually does get a lot of fakes that somehow pass through their system. Obviously, the people that are authenticating them are human. We all make errors. But it's not something that, as a consumer, you're buying a product online, then finding that it's fake later throughout the other stuff. I also want to say that I do also dislike the legit checkers over there at SneakerCon events. In all seriousness, excuse my language, but I think it's all bullshit. I don't think that they legit things the correct way. Um, I know a lot of my pairs that I got one pair of UNC off-whites, and the guy was telling me that they were not legit, which blew my mind because I had actually gotten it from the Nike outlet store or whatever. So to me, it was just kind of like, well, that's some bullshit. Then I also took it to other people, and they also told me as well that it was legit. So I don't really believe everything that those people do when it comes to authenticating. And not to be rude, but I do notice that people that do get their shoes legit checked by legit sneaker checkers, whatever you want to call them, they're all GRs, like regular shoes that you know you got from the store, and they're pretty much wasting their time by saying that they're legit. So it's kind of ridiculous to me. But anyways, back to the topic. So StockX is pretty much like a middleman, like I was saying. Pretty much this is another source of income where you can either sell your stuff online to them. The only thing that sucks about that is they take a certain percentage of the profit that you make. So for example, if you're gonna try to get the Crimson this weekend and you try to go for any regular size, it pretty much tells you the lowest ask right now, the highest bid right now for the specific size, and then you can actually check the sizing on here. So you pretty much just click on the size that you want. So for example, right now the lowest ask is $245 for a size 8.5. Obviously this is before the release since this releases on Friday morning. But if you were to try to sell it right now, for example, 232, and then I understand, and then you were to click the size that you wanted, size 9, and put sell now, your total payout would be $203. So they're taking literally 22% or $22, sorry, which is 9.5% depending on your level rate, because I guess they have different level rates depending on how much you sell with them. So for example, I'm not even signed into my account. I know I used to use StockX a lot back then until I realized that it just wasn't necessary because I wasn't that desperate for money and making a profit of, you know, $3, $20, whatever, depending on how much you get a shoe for, is just it's not really worth it. So your best bet, what I like to recommend, is using the apps called OfferUp, eBay. Even though eBay also takes a percentage, but I don't think it's as high as 9.5%. And then even going into Facebook groups, like for example, I live in Chicago, so we have a big group called the Cream. We also have Midwest Exchange Sneakers, which is MSX, as well as my community ones, which is called Joliet Creamers and stuff like that. So pretty much just make sure you guys getting legit stuff. I know a lot of people that are in these groups and Facebook are very helpful, especially a lot of the top resellers there and stuff like that. And pretty much you'll get feedback back. Another thing that I would recommend is actually even using Instagram. I'm going to be showing you guys my Instagram channel. It is called at SellSnkrz, SellSnkrz. Make sure you guys go follow me on that platform as well as on my main account, which is linked in my bio. I pretty much tell you guys or show you guys all the shoes that I usually get towards the end of the day, and it's pretty much my proof of authentic stuff that I do get. So that way I'm not misleading you guys into some, other YouTuber who's telling you some fake bullshit. So pretty much yeah, that's how much it goes and stuff like that. But when it comes to these, I'm gonna show you guys how to do it. So usually you go on your on your mobile app and stuff like that. You download all these apps, which I would recommend. Make sure you guys create an account. Then it pretty much tells you a procedure on how to do it now. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up my phone right here and show you guys that it is possible and it is legit. I have actually a thing right here. I can't tell you guys can see that, but I have Foot Locker, Foot Action, sneakers, and all that stuff right there. You pretty much just want to go and click on anyone. So for example, I'm going to use Champs as this. I'm going to go ahead and go on Champs. Then you want to click on the bottom right, which is More, and then go to Launch Locator. Once you go into Launch Locator, it's going to pop up the shoe. I'm pretty sure you have until Wednesday, but like I said, I think at most stores are first come, first serve. I don't think any of them actually were raffled off. You're going to click on one of them. Go ahead, click this one. And then to that, it's going to show you like a procedure. So you go stores and procedures, which is on the bottom. And then pretty much it's going to pop up the closest things that are around you in your thing. So for example, North Riverside Park Mall was one of them that were there and stuff like that. And then you can scroll down and then click on the things like that. But you're probably going to have to want to call the store just in case, just to authenticate and make sure that they actually do have the stuff. But that's how pretty much how it works and stuff. So yeah. All right. Then regards to botting. Okay, guys. So I do recommend you guys bot. Here are some of the bots that I did have throughout the time. Right now, I currently only have AIO bot, V2, which I've been making video tutorials on the V1, so I'm really excited to make more videos for the V2. Pretty much I use NSB for the most part. It has been increasing. I've been there since the first time they re-released again, back in I think last October. I don't even remember, to be honest with you. But I pretty much won a free copy and stuff like that, which was nice. Then throughout the experience, I got to say that I have been able to cop a lot of things, and here's some of the stuff that I have copped. So give me 1 second. So this is how it looks like when you first open it, NSB right here. I'm not going to show you my billing, but pretty much what you're going to want to do is go into here, put all your billing information. Then here are the proxies that you can put in. It's pretty easy to input. And then your captcha solvers are right here. Go to YouTube all before you even start anything. Then go to your profile, and then blah 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 shows that. Check for updates, and then here is a list of all the stuff that I have copped through the recent like months and stuff like that. I do hit a lot on Easy Supply. I haven't really tried for too much of foot sites, even though I know they do work. It's just I don't have enough time sometimes throughout the day to get like proxies and servers, which is I'm gonna talk about into that in a little bit. But yeah, so if you guys don't know, proxies are pretty much like a fake machine to show that you're not just getting multiple requests from one computer. Proxies actually save you from getting IP banned from your main console, stuff like that. So, like for example, I've been banned a couple of times using my local IP address, and honestly, it sucks because they ban you for a certain amount of time. So imagine doing that during a release, so then all of a sudden you got banned. It's like, well, you just lost all any type of effort since you're trying to even gain any type of shoe. So that's what our proxies are. Servers are pretty much our things to help you connect faster. Supposedly it's supposed to give you faster internet or whatever, but it just really depends on location that you're at. So for example, I'm located in Chicago, so I'm pretty close to one of their main source things, whatever you want to call it, for their antennas or whatever you want to say. I don't even know what it's called. But yeah, so I usually just use my IP address and I just use regular proxies. The proxies that I recommend are called the cookie proxies. They have data center and residential stuff. Data center is used for servers. Residential is used for local IP addresses and stuff like that. Um, for this week's drop, obviously for the Crimson ones, what you want to do is click on any of the stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and use Foot Locker or Foot Action. Screw it. And the SKU is gonna be right here. So if you go onto back onto Soul Links, go to the link, Foot Action. Come on. Alright, so for example, it's not working right now. The SKU is usually in there towards the last end, or I think you can even use a style code, I believe. So if I did that, went back into here, clicked on that, select your bling thing. I'll put mine credit, use my proxies, but you don't have to. Like I said, depends on where your location is at. Click on the sizing, the number of tasks. So I'm a size 8.5, so I'm gonna put 8.5 number of tasks. I'm gonna go ahead and just put one. Then you can either put advanced settings where you want to put the delay for the milliseconds of something checking out, or you can schedule it. For example, if you got to go to work or something, and you can't be around your computer, you can always use this as well. And then that's something that I definitely recommend you guys doing, so setting up something if you're not gonna be on the computer. And then submit, and then it says added. And then once it comes live, if you are on your computer, it's gonna go like this. But if you scheduled it, it's gonna do its own thing. And then obviously, like I said, the captcha stuff, captcha solvers, you're gonna YouTube all. I noticed that NSB does have its own captcha thing where it does it by itself as long as you have YouTube videos running. So that's the nice thing about this. The other thing that I recommend is actually using your Team Viewer. Team Viewer is pretty much like I would open it, but I have my information on there, so I'm not. But it's located down here. Just go to google.com and search Team Viewer. Pretty much you can control your desktop from your mobile app and stuff like that. So it's always a recommendation for you to do. Um, Another thing that I want to talk about is the other bots. Like I said, I'll be going into more into that. I recently just purchased a bot for Supreme called Preach, so I'm actually gonna be doing a live cop on this week for this Thursday. So I'm pretty excited for that. Um, and then it comes to everything else, guys. Just recommend you guys, you know, the best thing to do for reselling or getting these shoes is just knowing the procedures. If you have any friends that you're willing to pay off to stand in line, I also recommend you doing that. There's a good amount of profit to make, regardless of if it's $20, $40, or even 60 to 120, or whatever the case might be. But profit is profit, and then especially if you're a young entrepreneur trying to make money, this is definitely a good way to do it. I do notice that throughout the years of me reselling, networking is key. The amount of people that you meet at the events like sneaker cons or your local sneaker event thing going on, It's very helpful. You guys get to help out with each other with information. You guys get to help each other with a couple of favors. So, for example, you help someone out, eventually they're gonna help you out, and that's just the way it works. So, yeah, this is pretty much what I'm going to be talking about throughout the series and stuff, and I am going to be doing a lot of live cops just to show you guys that none of my stuff is BS. Then, I know right now NSB is actually out of their group stuff for their bots, so I don't think it's able to purchase anymore. But I am gonna do other or not other shoe reviews. I'm sorry, other bot reviews with Cyber, because I know Cyber is the number one stuff like that, number one bot to use. I also have Eve and stuff. White Cop used to be one for Adidas, which I don't know if works anymore, and then SellSnkrz and Dashy whatever, and other stuff like that. But anyways, guys, so pretty much be on the lookout for this Friday. Make sure you guys call your local stores and go try to cop the Crimson Tints. The best recommended things or advice I'm going to tell you is go for smaller sizes. Regards to the grade school, you're going to just have to look up on StockX, but pretty much I think the small sizes or the bigger sizes in grade school go for more. I forget which one exactly, but yeah, make sure you guys go if you guys aren't doing anything on Friday, which I know most of you guys are probably in school, which sucks. But if you're able to get one of your friends who are older than you, or someone from the stores to hold you a pair, which is not something that always happens, but if you have a connect at the store, then obviously it is helpful and you do get a better chance of getting the item. Anyways, guys, if you guys enjoyed my video and you guys have any questions, comments, or anything like that below, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button as well. It helps me make more content. And yeah, guys, if you guys have any questions, like I said, just leave a comment down below, and I'll be make sure to help you guys out. I'll get more into depth with more videos coming soon. Just like I said, I've been gone for 2 months. I'm finally back, and then I'm trying to be more active so I can hit 1,000 subscribers. All right, guys. So if this helped, like I said, subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.